Happy holidays, everybody! How's everybody doing? This is Railroader Cabal. We're going to be back in Clash of Legions to do a 2 versus 2 video commentary. How's everybody's Christmas? My Christmas was awesome. I took a bit of a break from the Clash of Legions content creation just to, reset my brain and just get everything ready for the next season of Clash of Legions. I haven't been playing too much. Actually, I haven't really been playing at all for about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. Just like I said, wanted to rest my brain a bit. Wanted to play other games that I haven't been playing since the working season was in effect. But now I'm back here today. We're going to be doing a 2 versus 2 game. Surprisingly, a lot of the replays that are on the replay system are actually out of date. So I couldn't really cast a lot of replays. I can only find some replays that were like in our official clan, or I was trying to look for like more recent replays that was just uploaded like a couple days ago. Because every other replay that I've seen, I'm even seeing replays from when Duffman and Ozetta played when they were in Diamond and Platinum. But that's like months ago. Come on, like reset the system. Like I want to watch some good replays. But anyway, we got this game here on Entrance to the Abyss, and we're going to get this game started here. So on the bottom here, we're going to have Zimagor playing as a cyan color, and his partner just to the side of him is Fat Chows playing as the blue. Got the new skin for the goblins, which is pretty damn cool in my opinion. That's Team 1. Team 2 in the top right here, we got Rain Legend, and hopefully I'm pronouncing this guy correctly. It's Hanrusi. I think that's how you pronounce it, Hanrusi. It's Russian, so my Russian is this new Russian is not very good. So I'm going to call him Hanrusi. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name correctly. So it looks like he's going to be going straight for a goblin to the center half of the map. Here's probably going to be going for a fast expansion. That's pretty common on like maps like this where you can just expand really quickly. He's probably going to go to this expansion field right here because that's where it has 2 gases, and hopefully the 2 bottom players here, Fat Chows and Zimagor, don't expect him. But I think what they're just going to do, they're just going to focus on getting their gases out and barracks, which is pretty standard. A couple barracks are coming out here. So Fat Chows is going to go straight for 2 barracks here. Zimagor is going to go for 1 barracks. What do you have for barracks here? You have Boots and Blizzard free spell cards, and then you got Swordsman, TIE Commander, Pyromancer, Bats, and Dark Rain or Elf. So that's an okay deck. It's good for the air. Going to go straight for your bats. Yeah, like I expected, Hanrusi is going to go straight for the aggressive expansion here. And the one thing you can do with this great aggressive expansion is you can actually identify the fact that you can actually build an expansion base here. And then the bottom team won't really know until they expand. But it looks like Zimagor is going to go for an expansion himself to the safe expansion here, but he's going to go start with a Ice Tower here first, which is pretty good. Fat Chows, what do you got for your barracks? You got Chrono Boost and Boost for your spell cards, and then you got Swordsman, Bats, Berserker, Golem, and Gargoyle. So that's a pretty heavy deck there. So heavy deck and then a light deck for the 2 players down here, which is really good. Bats are going to come out here for Zimagor. It looks like he's trying to get the expansion here of Rain Legend, and he will stop that goblin from finishing off that castle. That's not very good, Rain Legend, and you're also going to lose another goblin to the not finishing up the Gas Geyser. He will throw down. Oh, that's a waste of a blizzard, man. I don't know if he should have done that. He's trying to save his castle from being destroyed by those 2 bats, but that's not going to be good. Rain Legend wasted a support power there. He's trying to get... he just had his barracks out here. He's got Boots and Blizzard for his spell cards. I'm seeing a lot of players playing Boots, which is pretty interesting here. And he's trying to get that goblin back to work, trying to finish off that castle here, but it's going to be really risky. Bats are coming in here from Fat Chows. I'm not sure if they saw that expansion coming out here from Hanrusi, but that's a lot of defenses here, and that's rightfully so. But at his base, so he only has 1 defense structure, and he's becoming in. They're going to sacrifice all of those bats, and they do a ton of damage. All those goblins destroyed. Back over here, we see Fat Chows bringing in one of his gargoyles here. Oh no, is that Rain's gargoyles? Yeah, that's Rain's Gargoyle, so that's okay too. He also uses another Blizzard support power here, but Zimagor is just going to be going right back to base here. Those bats have done a lot of damage. They weren't unfortunately able to finish off that castle, which is unfortunate, but it allowed Rain Legend to hold production and then get more goblins to finish that up. So that's really good job there by Zimagor, preventing him from finishing off that castle and just wasting a lot of time there. But Spearmen and Promancers are coming here in a bit. Oh no, Fat Chow's expansion is being attacked by a couple of swordsmen here, or spearmen. And they do a little bit of damage here. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to stop the creation of the castle, but I'm not sure now if the bottom team is going to realize that Hanrusi has a pretty aggressive and defensive expansion here. And that's going to cause a little bit of problems, I think. But, you know, if the bottom team does very good, even Fat Chows uses the Chrono Boost to get more goblins out on the field, and that's pretty damn good. Zimgar also has his Pyromancers out here, and then Fat Chows has his Gargoyles ready to go at a moment's notice, but they're going to be having a tough time breaking into this base right here because they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 electrical towers they have to deal with. And it's going to be pretty tough. Not to mention that the elves in the backside of things are also going to be causing a little bit of problems here. Hanrusi's got his goblins back up in order in the top base right there. What do you got for base defense? What do you got for stuff here? Oh, he also throws down the Blizzard support power and then sacrifices all his bats here. So Hanrusi has got Blessing for his spell card, and then he's got Spearman, Wolf Rider, Orc, Paladin, Rain, and Gargoyle. So good deck, I'd say. Here comes an attack now. And we're going to be closing that just to see the whole screen right here. And we do see a lot of support powers are coming in, but unfortunately, yeah, Zimagor and Fat Chows aren't going to be able to break into the space right here. Not to mention that Rain Legend also bringing in his Gargoyles on the side here to do a little bit of broken prod damage here. So that wasn't a good attack there. They should have waited until they got more forces on the map here. But that's a lot of... that's a pretty good defense here. And then those Gargoyles do a ton of damage to those Pyromancers. Pyromancers are still weak. They can't even... do any damage to those elves here. Even aggressive expansion coming out from Hanrusi. Wow, he's really going heavy with the defenses here. Getting Rain Legend to all those Gargoyles, man. And now that Fat Chows and Zimagor have to deal with this forward aggressive expansion. It's not going to look good for Fat Chows right now. It's kind of sucks here. He's a couple of Rains on the backside of things are also providing a little bit of cover fire. So level 7s versus level 4, which is not very good. But that Electro Tower cannot reach that castle. That is very, very close. It is very close indeed, but don't count out Zimagor. He is doing very good, you know. But I think the team is just going to be placing very good in terms of holding off this assault here. They even take down that electrical tower, which is quite nice here. Then we do see another major attack coming out here. More Blizzard support powers coming in from both these players. Even the TIE Commanders are pushing back all those Dark Rains, and then those Gargoyles are basically almost defeated. It is very, very close, but it looks like both players are kind of in the middle of what we call a no man's land, which is you can't go into each other's bases. It's very, very tough. But Rain Legend is going to go for another expansion himself. He's just streaming in countless number of Gargoyles, and that's a big problem here for our bottom side team because they have to deal with all the Gargoyles that are coming in towards his base here. Not to mention the fact that Fat Chow's, his expansion is just being under siege. It's not being stopped production, which is a good thing. And even though that Fat Chow's is going to go for another expansion here, it could definitely get scouted if the top side team will be able to see it. But now we see a couple of Orc Warriors coming in as well. And Orc Warriors do a lot of damage. They basically get your health back every time they swing those pickaxes, or not pickaxes, but whatever orcs have, battle axes. And now we'd have another battle coming out here from both directions. Paladins are coming in. They're going to be doing a ton of damage on the backside of things too, as well as the Blessing is from Zimagor, and those do basically a lot of healing as well. But I'm not sure if they can handle a couple of Gargoyles as well from Fat Chow's, but the Paladins as well are doing a ton of damage as well to Zimagor's forces, and then alongside the Orc Warriors, and then the backside of the Gargoyles. It's just massive amounts of battle here, and that's actually pretty cool. You know, both players are losing a couple of forces here, but I think the top side team is coming on top here because the Paladins are providing great shield for the Gargoyles. And then they're just pushing in to the base of Zimagor and Fat Chow's. But unfortunately, I don't think those Gargoyles really want to go back. Oh, no, they turn around, and then they're trying to finish off that one Gargoyle from Fat Chow's. But obviously, those TIE Commanders are coming in, and they do push away all those Paladins, and they allow the Spearmen to do what they need to do, which is very, very good. But they still have to deal with the Orc Warriors coming in as well, and then the Gargoyles are still causing a bunch of nuisance for those TIE Commanders because they can't push back Gargoyles, especially in the aircraft. So not looking good for Zimagor and Fat Chow's. They really have to deal with something here. Oh, they do a good job there by those bats who are sacrificing them to deal with those Gargoyles, but more Gargoyles are streaming in from the Rain Legends base. He even has an expansion coming out here as well, but a secret expansion from Zimagor too. So this is pretty good here. And then they're also holding off this assault here. Pretty decent, but Fat Chow's expansion base is being under attack now. It's just what we call a base creep. Base creeping his forces. The Wolf Riders and Elves are doing a ton of damage to Fat Chow's castle, and they will take it out. Unfortunately, they don't recognize that there's another expansion here, but I think that Hanrusi will see that, and then he said, "Oh man, I can't do anything about that." So Hanrusi needs to take out the expansion before Fat Chow's has anything to deal with that. Is my screen back up? There we go. It was up to begin with here. More gargoyles are streaming in, and this is the power of the boots, because the boots make the gargoyles a lot faster, and then I think every player who plays gargoyles needs to have boots in their deck. I personally don't because I need Blessing and Blizzard, but I probably will do that eventually. And now we have another battle coming out here. It's just constant chaos from both sides here. The Blessing's been used. I'm not sure if the Blessing was needed for Hanrusi, but at the same time, though, it did do quite a bit of damage, and then preventing his forces coming out as well. But those Kai Commanders and Prime Master are doing great damage on those level 4 Dark Rains or Elves. I keep calling them Dark Rains, but the level 7 Dark Rains from Zimagor are doing even better. And then the Spearmen are also taking the brunt of the fire, taking out all those electrical towers. But Fat Chow's expansion is still going strong with the Gas Geyser as well. And then the bottom side team is still doing great. They're defending off how many assaults is that now? 5 or 6 assaults from the top side team. But the top side team is getting up a lot of resources, especially when Rain Legend gathering up a lot of resources from those two Gas Geyser, especially with Hanrusi. And then now another Paladin coming in here, and they're going to be attacking a couple of Spearmen. But, I mean, the Paladin is powerful, don't get me wrong, but it's not good in the sense that it can do a lot of damage. It's basically there as a meat shield. What do we have there? We have a lone ice tower. But that doesn't last long against a electrical tower because electrical towers are super good. Their range is a little bit small, but, it makes up for it with its insane shock power. And now the bottom side team still can't push into Hanrusi's defensive base. It's pretty damn good too, but I think Hanrusi he needs to do something because his base is being under siege. But we see Fat Chow's is doing a couple of those ice towers here, and they'll be attacking a couple of Hanrusi's castles. But here come the gargoyles, and those gargoyles will spell doom for those ice towers. Can't do much about that, and then if they want to, they can just turn their attention to Fat Chow's castle here and destroy it, which has been here for quite a while. Not sure why Hanrusi hasn't been able to deal with it yet, because it's really, really defenseless. Well, here they come now. And now they're going to be attacking Fat Chow's castle here. Can't do much about that unless he can somehow save it with his forces coming in from the side here. And then we have more boots are coming in there, and they're trying to attack the Dark Rains. The Dark Rains are just doing good, along with the gargoyles. It's just a lot of stuff here that they can't do, especially when the elves here are doing a lot of damage on the back side of things, and the gargoyles are just doing a lot of damage on the front side. And then some more orc warriors as well are coming in, and then they do a ton of damage. Actually, now that I come to think of it, they really don't do a lot of damage. They're just there just to heal a bunch of another meat shield. Interesting. So what's going to happen here is I'm not even sure because the top right team has the advantage because they have a lot of resources at their disposal. But yeah, Fat Chow's expansion is being destroyed, and I'm not sure if he can hold on to this because his base is like right beside Hanrusi's, and it's getting close to the wire here. But Zimagor is doing very good. He's doing he's definitely doing very good. One of Rain's Legend's base is completely defenseless, and I'm not sure if Zimagor is going to be able to catch up on that. As this base here is almost mined out, and Fat Chow's is getting down to the wire here. It's going to be very, very close. Not sure what's going to happen here. Rain Legend, his second base is under attack now, and then he's even using his boost to get all his Orc Warriors and Gargoyles to hopefully save his base here. It's going to be pretty close, but he throws on the Blizzard Support Power. This time the Blizzard Support Power was a good thought. He's even bringing in some Gnolls here, and then a lot more Gargoyles, and I don't know about this. This is going to be causing major problems here. And then Zimagor is attacking Fat Chow's expansion here. I'm not sure how much longer they can hold on here. This is going to be very, very close. I hate bad decks. I hate bad decks for this. I'm not sure if they were using these kind of decks for to do dailies, but Zimagor and Fat Chow's have been defeated. Rain Legend and Hanrusi, hopefully I'm pronouncing your name correctly, wins the game. So let's take a look at the statistics here. For the entire match of the game, that was good on Hanrusi. to do that aggressive expansion and then basically just place defenses all across the map here, and then fall upon his ally Rain Legend to just build a lot of gargoyles and then just do these small poke and prod damages. And eventually, the bottom side team was just low on resources, and then they just couldn't push into Hanrusi's base correctly. So you know what? That was a decent game. It wasn't the best game, but it was a decent game to start off the Christmas holiday season. So I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. My name is Cabal, and I will see you guys next time.